Thank you. Well, it was a family project. You know, we worked on it. That is my son and I for 4 years, and we filmed it in Spain, which is my father's home. It was called a film inspired by a grandson dedicated to a grandfather, and made by a father and son. So the whole three generations of our family was involved, and it was the best thing I've ever been involved in, and the proudest I am of anything I've ever done. I still long to do the Camino on my own without a camera or a cell phone or a credit card, but I'd really love to make that journey. But it's an extraordinary, very transformative journey, because the journey is 500 miles from the French Pyrenees town of Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port to the Spanish Galician capital of Santiago de Compostela, and it's been there for 1,000 years. People have, including St. Francis of Assisi and many other people, have made the journey. Pilgrims are transformed by the journey itself, and I think our film took non-Catholics very specifically, and a faded Catholic specifically, to bring them together with an effort to show our common humanity is encapsulated in our spirituality, our search for transcendence. That's really what the film is about, transcendence.
It's it's difficult. I think sometimes when you're making films in Hollywood, you sort of tend to expect a certain cynicism because it's a very difficult town to and to please in many ways. And this film, when we set out to make it, we really, I guess we struggled to find enough support here, and really went to Spain, and there people really opened, were very supportive of us, and really allowed us to do what we sought to do. It's a beautiful thing, and we actually hope, as many people who have seen the film have said they would, that people go to Spain and take a closer look and do the walk themselves. And Martin, who is, I don't even know where I begin. He's such a he's such a genuine character, and obviously a devout Catholic too. He's such an extraordinary actor. He refused to do anything but play this part the way it should have been played, and that was like a pilgrim. So he really lived it. He really walked the walk. He didn't get into a shuttle at the end of the day. He walked 15 miles to the next town. I mean, he really became the character, and it was an inspiration to everybody on the crew, because it was a very difficult shoot. And again, I think people who have seen it have realized that it's not a preachy film in any way, that it's sort of open for anybody's access. But yeah, I was moved on a number of occasions.
The Martin Sheen and Emilio Estevez's family hails from that region. That's where their family origins are. So for them, it was a labor of love, and for us to give them an award, I mean, you can't find a more spiritual and more Catholic family to give this award to.